When you are hurting the most, you go completely silent. Not because you have nothing to say, because your brain decided saying it was more dangerous than staying quiet. It's how to test if this is you right now. Think of the last time something really hurt you. Did you say so immediately, or did you go quiet, pull back, and wait, hoping they'd notice without you having to say it? That withdrawal, that's not coldness, that's your nervous system running a protection program. And we are going to find out exactly where that program came from because the answer is not what most people expect. And once you understand why your brain chooses silence, the withdrawal stops feeling like weakness and start feeling like the most logical thing your nervous system ever did. But here's the part that nobody talks about. The silence is costing you something you can't see yet. Dr. John Gottman at the University of Washington calls this stonewalling. And here's the diagnostic right now. When conflict happens, do you engage and push back? Or do you shut down, go one word, or completely flat? If it's the second, your nervous system has flooded, heart rate above 100, stress hormones spiking, your brain cannot process conversation at that moment. The silence isn't a choice, it's a physiological response, and it started somewhere specific. It developed in an environment where speaking up was unsafe, where expressing hurt led to more hurt, where silence was the only protection available. But here's what makes this dangerous in your current relationships. The people around you right now, they can't tell the difference between your silence meaning, I need space, and your silence meaning, I don't care. And that confusion is destroying something. We are getting to exactly what in 60 seconds. The person in your life who goes silent during conflict, or you yourself, drop one word for what's actually being felt. Underneath that silence, hurt, scared, invisible, one word. Here's what happens to the relationship when silence becomes the default. You withdraw, the other person escalates trying to get a response. You withdraw further, they feel abandoned, you feel attacked, nothing gets resolved, and the next conflict starts with all of that still in the room. But here's what nobody talks about. The silence doesn't protect you from the hurt, it just moves it inward, where it calcifies and comes out later as distance, resentment, or reason to leave you can't fully explain. Now here's the part that's going to reframe everything you thought you knew about people who go silent. Because the reason isn't what anyone tells you, and once you hear it, you'll never see the withdrawal the same way again. That's coming right now. Here's the thing that about silence that nobody ever said to you. The people who go silent when they are hurt are often the ones who feel things the most deeply. They learn silence not because they don't care, but because they cared so much in an environment where caring was dangerous. So they built walls, not to keep people out, to keep themselves intact. The silent isn't the indifference, it's the most elaborate care system the brain ever built. It just stopped being useful. But here's what that means for every relationship where the silence showed up, and specifically the one signal that changes what the silence means to other person completely. That's the fix. And it's three words coming right now. In 60 seconds, the three words that tell the other person if silence is pain, not punishment, and why that distinction song saves relationships. Every relationship lost to distance. Think about how it ended. Was it a fight or a slow withdrawal? One person going quieter, then freedom, until both you were coexisting in the absence of real contact. Neither knew how to name what was happening. Here's what you thought it was: coldness, indifference, not caring. Here's what it actually was: a nervous system that never learned another language. That's what nobody tells you about silence. That's the part that's not what you think. Gottman's research found one thing that breaks the cycle. Physiological self-soothe before re-engagement, 20 minutes minimum, but telling the other person why you're pausing, not, I don't want to talk, I'm quiet. I need 20 minutes and I'm coming back. Three words that change everything: I'm coming back. Pain, not punishment. That distinction saves more relationship than any argument could. Three things. 1. Name the flood to yourself first. I'm flooded. That's why I'm shutting down. 2. Signal the return. I need 20 minutes. I'm coming back to this. 3. After 20 minutes, name the primary emotion, not the event. When that happened, I felt invisible. That's the real conversation. You didn't go silent because you didn't care. You went silent because you cared more than you know how to say. Now you have the words. The silence was never the problem. It was the only language available when the real one didn't feel safe. Subscribe if you want more videos that go underneath the behavior towards driving it.